September 8 was declared as International Literacy Day by UNESCO in its 14th General Conference, which was held on October 26, 1966. Education is not a privilege, it is a right. हक बनता है. What is literacy? According to Census of India 2011, हर वो व्यक्ति जो 7 साल या उससे ऊपर है और जो किसी भी लैंग्वेज में पढ़ना या लिखना जानता है उसे लिटरेट माना जाता है, और वो व्यक्ति जो सिर्फ पढ़ना जानता है लिखना नहीं उसे इलिटरेट माना जाता है. अखबार पढ़ने से लेकर रोड साइंस समझने तक, लिटरेसी इज द ओनली टूल that helps you to make sense of your surroundings. It's empowering and fuels social and human development. The literacy rate of India is 74.04% and गृह मंत्रालय हर 10 साल में एक जनगणना करता है. And according to the last census of India 2011, we are now going to discuss about top 5 and bottom 5 union territories and states. जैसा कि आप इस टेबल में देख सकते हैं, टॉप 5 एंड बॉटम 5 स्टेट्स एंड यूनियन टेरिटरीज अकॉर्डिंग टू सेंसस 2011. Kerala has the highest literacy rate in India at 93.9%, closely followed by Lakshadweep and Mizoram, which is 92.3% and 91.6% respectively. Bihar has the least literacy rate in India at 63.8%, preceded by Arunachal Pradesh and Rajasthan, that is 67% and 67.1% respectively. Now, when we talk about the female literacy rate, this is notable point again. Kerala has hold the first rank in the country with 92%. Bihar has recorded the lowest literacy rate with 52.7%, preceded by Arunachal Pradesh 53.3%. According to the census 2018, the result of 2011 census revealed that there has been an increase in literacy in the country. The literacy rate in the country is 74.04%, and in case of male it is 82.14 and 65.46% for females. The role of constitution is also very important and very vital, because there are so many provisions which has been provided, and these provisions includes like education of minorities under Article 30 and free and compulsory education under Article 41, 45 and 46. This fundamental right clearly signifies that in the eyes of law, no one can be discriminated on the basis of caste, creed, color, gender and status. Equal opportunity should be provided to each and everyone in the country. Hence, Article 21A is amended to provide free and compulsory educations as a fundamental right to all children aged between 6 to 14 years. Education of weaker sections. This is a very important provision again, that under Article 15, 17 and 46 of Constitution, which is playing a role of safeguard towards the educational interest of weaker sections of the society. These all compromise socially, economically, educationally backward families belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Literacy in India has embedded in it the problem of gender disparity for many years. Despite of government efforts to ensure equality for both men and women in our society, the literacy rate of women, especially in rural areas, are still remains very poor. So overall, the reason behind the gap is improper and lack of education for women, and the deep set patriarchal norms that is discriminatory towards women. Every country puts a lot of attention to education sector, for no one can deny the importance of high literacy rate behind a good overall performance of the nation. If more and more citizens of a nation are literate, that country can cope up with the fast changing world and ever developing technology. So there are some countries who spend a certain part of their GDP on education sector merely, and that's why we can say that they are one of the most powerful countries in the world. तो हमारी इस लिस्ट में सबसे पहला नाम रशिया का आता है. द लिटरेसी रेट ऑफ रशिया इज 53% ऑफ टोटल पॉपुलेशन विद टेरिटरी एजुकेशन. नाउ लेट मी क्लियर यू फर्स्ट व्हाट इज टेरिटरी एजुकेशन. इट इज़ बेसिकली हायर सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन, refers to all post secondary education including both public and private colleges and universities, schools, etc. This is also known as tertiary education in some countries. So we were talking about Russia. The literacy rate of Russia is 53%, as I told you, and it spends 4.9% of its GDP on education sector merely. Canada. We all know that Canada has the highest proportion of career and skill-based education. That's why in this list, Canada stands in second position after Russia with a literacy rate of 51.3% with tertiary education, and it spends almost 6.6% of its GDP on educational sectors only. जापान अपनी टोटल जीडीपी का बहुत ही छोटा सा हिस्सा जापान स्पेंड करता है अपने एजुकेशनल सिस्टम पर, दैट इज़ हार्डली 5%, बट स्टिल जापान हैज़ 46% ऑफ पॉपुलेशन विद टेरिटरी एजुकेशन. Israel. Israel spends some 7.5% of GDP on education and boasts a literacy rate of 46%. एंड यहाँ पे मैं एक बात ज़रूर शेयर करना चाहूँगी जो इसराइल की मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है, वो ये कि चाहे वो मेल हो या फीमेल हो, दे आर नेसेसरीली रिक्वायर्ड टू जॉइन आर्मी, एंड दैट्स वाई इट इज़ द वन ऑफ द पावरफुल कंट्री. एंड आई थिंक दैट ये हमारे इंडिया में भी होना चाहिए, सो दैट वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड द वैल्यूज़ एंड सेक्रीफाइसेस ऑफ द आर्मी. And well, this is all about my views, my opinions. What do you think about this? Don't forget to share me in comments. United States of America, 43% literacy rate के साथ USA stands fifth in the list, and the educational expenditure of the country is some 7% of its GDP. Education is the movement from darkness to light and a chief defense of any nation. According to UNESCO, education is the single most important tool in breaking poverty cycle, and it also enhances quality of life, awareness and skill of people. So there are 5 ways by which we can try to end illiteracy in our country, and one of these is inclusive education. After coming Right to Education Act, that is came into force on 1st April 2010, इस एक्ट के आने के बाद स्कूल्स में बहुत सारे एनरोलमेंट्स होने स्टार्ट हुए हैं, बट देयर इज़ ऑल्सो वन ड्रॉबैक दैट व्हाट आई फील कि ये उन्हीं बच्चों के लिए एप्लीकेबल है जिनकी एज 6 to 14 ईयर्स हैं, बट व्हाट आफ्टर 14 ईयर्स, यू नो, स्पेशली इन केस ऑफ गर्ल चाइल्ड, दे आर नॉट एबल टू कंटिन्यू देयर स्टडीज़. सो आई थिंक जो ये क्राइटेरिया है 6 to 14 ईयर्स का, गवर्नमेंट्स को इस क्राइटेरिया को थोड़ा बढ़ाना चाहिए, सो दैट आफ्टर 14 ईयर्स ऑल्सो चिल्ड्रंस कैन कंटिन्यू देयर स्टडीज़. The second way is to increase investment in government school, and the third one is teachers training and vocational training. The fifth one, which is very important, changing some social norms, because social norms play a huge role in determining growth of a country. And social, you know, the regressive social norms which results in girls dropping out of school and children not being sent to school at all, and you know, it creates a vicious cycle of illiteracy, and you know, the some kind of patriarchal norms even for future generations. So I think now it's time to change these some kind of social norms. I hope you got my point. इंडिया में करोड़ों बच्चे ऐसे हैं जिन्हें एजुकेशन नहीं मिल पाती है, एंड दे मे नेवर गेट अ चांस टू रिसीव एन एजुकेशन. बट अगर आप और हम मिलकर कम से कम एक बच्चे की एजुकेशन का खर्चा उठाने की जिम्मेदारी ले लें, तो आई एम श्योर our small step is crucial for them to build a better life for themselves, and it can change their life forever. So give the gift of education to a child and especially support girl education. Here I must share one statement of Gandhiji, that when you educate a man, you educate a single person, but when you educate a woman, you educate a whole civilization. And undoubtedly his words are very true. Hi guys, hope you like my video. अगर आप मुझसे कुछ कहना चाहें then please comment below. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe my channel Talking Legal by clicking on the bell icon. Happy International Literacy Day to all of you. Be educated, India.